Now it's that time of the show where we get to talk nutrition. We know we're not in normal times, and so most people tend not to really pay attention to what they're putting into their bodies and, of course, the effects thereof. Now, did you know that there are certain kinds of foods that you can eat to lighten up your mood? So this morning we're going to flip the narrative a little bit. Is that look good, feel good. So we are flipping it to eat good, feel good. And of course our state registered nutritionist is here, Akosua Konadu, to help us do just that. Good morning to you.
Good morning. That was a powerful intro.
How are you? How was your weekend?
I'm awesome. We all scared.
Yeah, of course we all are. But yeah, I mean, on that note, what kind of foods can we be eating to cheer us up a little bit, to lighten our mood, especially now that most people are at home and, of course, most kids are at home as well?
Okay, so basically sticking to a healthy diet, I will start off by saying that you eating a healthy diet will go a long way to affect you as far as your mood is concerned. Being a kid, you being a couple, and the fact that now most couples are home, and so we are mostly with they are mostly with your you are mostly with your partners, and so certain things that are going on. Obviously, mood has to do with everybody, the child, the man, the woman, as far as even engagement as a couple is concerned, and a whole lot of things. So I will start off by saying that basically you eating a healthy diet, and then be conscious about you incorporating the green leafy vegetables into your meals. Yes, because of certain things they have. We'll zoom in as the conversation goes deeper, and then take healthy fats. Okay. So in a day, ideally, when you take the food pyramid, it's supposed to be divided into 4. The base has to do with the staples, that is the starches, the roots, our plantain, cassava, our banku. They all are supposed to be...
You didn't mention fufu.
Fufu, yes, fufu and mankeni or cocoyam, taro, whatever, as far as the starches are concerned, will be at the base. And your daily intake, you have to do 40% of that. Now 35% of your daily intake should also come from fruits and vegetables. I spoke about carefully incorporating leafy greens into your meals, yes. And then 20% will have to come from the animal flesh or meat, and then their products or protein. And then 5%, that is the apex, should come from sweets, sugar, fat, and all that. So when you are eating, just picture this in mind and say that to have a healthy meal, I have to make sure it is in line with the protocol as far as WHO is concerned. As far as the 4-star diet is concerned, that has to do with the fruits and vegetables, the staples, the animal flesh and protein, and then we have the healthy or essential fats. We have pulses, nuts, and seeds. So if you are taking all these, it will make sure that you are set right as far as you and the amino acids you need, the nutrients you need are concerned. And stressing on the pulses or the legumes and then the leafy green vegetables. Now, we have tryptophan, that is an amino acid deposited in these food groups or items, and they help with serotonin, which is a hormone, and that is responsible for our relaxation and we being cleared as far as stress is concerned.
Great. Now, say we have our food plan for the day. Now the entire family is home. In between, what are the suggestions? What are some of the foods we can be taking to at least lighten the mood in the house? Okay,
so like I said, you eating in line with the 4-star diet. Obviously, you should be conscious about what you are serving. You should make sure that you are taking off refined foods, foods loaded with sugars, added colors, because there is a research that says that even children being too hyperactive is associated with sugary foods. So there is a spike as far as glucose is concerned, and obviously it will affect your mood. Now, what happens is that when your body is done exhausting all the shots you gave as far as glucose is concerned, you go back to where you were. And I always say that it's like okay, I was here, it was bad, I was shot to somewhere good. I didn't take a gradual time or a gradual turn to move from where I am. When you are coming back, it's even heavier as far as the fall is concerned. Now, when hypo sets in or hypoglycemia sets in, it affects everything about you. Okay. Once your brain health is affected, it affects everything that has to do with you because you are your mind.
Okay. Now, let's break it down. Let's start from relaxation.
Yeah.
Foods we can take to help the mind, the body relax.
So call the shots. There are images. I don't know if you can just put...
yeah, I think that we have a number of images out there. Our producer should be working on putting them up now. Yes,
we
so
have
there you have them on
that
the screen.
helps us to relax, just as you said. We have avocado. We have almonds. If you can't get almonds or can't afford almonds like myself, you can get... we have nuts. Yes, I spoke about nuts, pulses, and legumes, so you can fall on that. We have spinach, and if you can't have spinach, we have the leafy green vegetables, whatever works for you. You can take spinach, I can take kontomire, I can decide to go for lettuce, I can decide to go for broccoli. So whatever works for you as far as the dark leafy green vegetables are concerned will help you. And I love Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt contains probiotics, and it's for gut health. Okay. Once your gut health is influenced on in a good sense, then it means that you are getting something as far as whatever affects your gut health obviously will have let's say, will have an effect on your brain health, and that has to do with your mood. Like I said, what affects your brain affects your entire mood. We have oats. So now avocado reduces stress, it maintains healthy nervous system, and then it's high in vitamin B. Vitamin B is top-notch as far as relaxation is concerned, as far as working on stress levels, as far as improving on your mood in a good sense is concerned. Almonds belong to the leguminous families, and I've spoken about tryptophan, which produces serotonin. That is a stress release hormone, or something that helps you to calm down. It also helps blood circulation. Obviously, if your blood circulation is affected in a positive sense, like I said, whatever our body is like a coordinated event. Once this works perfectly, it affects how
there's a flow.
Yes, there's a flow. Thank you so much. And then it removes muscle tension. So there is a reason why people will be stressed that when I had a hard day work, I am tense as far as my muscles are concerned, and so that can also affect my mood and my state of mind. So it makes you less hyperactive. So this is something you should be conscious about. If you have a child, almond milk, if you can afford. If you cannot, you can do nuts and make sure they are part of their meals. You can make a smoothies for the little one, make sure there are nuts in there, just to make sure everybody within the life cycle is benefiting. Spinach is high in magnesium. Magnesium is top-notch for relaxation and release of stress. And then it can be a base for any salad, obviously. And then oatmeal, contains potassium, contains magnesium. Magnesium, I've spoken about it. Magnesium, potassium also for proper circulation as well. And so it helps once circulation is being done properly. Once you have magnesium being responsible for releasing stress, obviously, it makes it a healthy meal. And I spoke about whole meals. Oat is a whole meal. So, yes, it's a great example. Greek yogurt, I've spoken about it. It helps you feel better because of its richness in probiotic. If you can't get Greek yogurt, you can do plain yogurt. So these are foods that will help you. They are basic food. I can get granuts 1 cedi to buy. 50 pesos I can get granuts, and I will be shooting some goodness as far as dealing with my mood is concerned. It helps me relax.
In what quantities should these foods be taken? And are there specific times of the day?
There are handy measures. You are an adult. Obviously, what you are taking shouldn't be the same thing a child is taking. Now, we have to be guided as far as even the portioning is concerned. And when you're a family who plans your meal, you obviously will appreciate whatever I'm talking about, because no single food will give you every nutrient you will need. You need the vitamin A, you need the vitamin B, you need the vitamin C, you need everything to make sure your whole body is moving. You need your legs, you need your eyes, you need your head, you need your hands. So you need every single nutrient, every amino acid, every macro and micronutrient to make sure you are set on a good part as far as nutrition is concerned. So basically, doing a healthy breakfast, obviously I would want to do that nuts with, let's say, 2-3 fingers of banana for my snack moment. Yes. Why are you laughing? Because you want to do a bunch of banana, right? You want to do a bunch of banana.
Yeah, I mean, some of us, I don't know, we just go at it.
Okay,
it's actually a warfare.
So there is a reason why when you go to the hospital, they don't just get up and go like, take this Parago and eat. Everything is in dosages. So it's about time we pay attention to what we are putting in us, because it's basically, it should be calculated. You can't just see a bowl of fufu and think that your body will need it. Like I said, if you do more than your body will need, kenke, a fist size, your fist size, this is my fist size, this is my guide as far as the spatula meals are concerned. That means that this should be my guide. My body will use this, and any excess. So if I'm eating, I am sedentary, I am not really active, I am not a mason, I'm not a carpenter, I am not really actively engaged. I am a banker sitting, I come to work, I sit, I only get up when I have to use the washroom or go for lunch. I don't need that much. Excess glucose will cause a spike, and once it goes down, hypo sets in. Now you'll be found wanting. It will affect your mood. Yes. So for nuts and adults like me, a handful should be okay. Your handful should be okay. Banana. And adults normally in meal planning, because like we spoke last week, an adult you need 2,000 as a woman to maintain. A man you need 2,005 to maintain, and that will have to do with your breakfast, your lunch, your supper, including your 2 snacks. And so you have to spread so that everything you can benefit from all the nutrients, because when we started, I even spoke about the fact that 40% staples, 35%, 20 and 5%, so that you know, you look well calculated. You are looking dapper.
Oh, thank you. You're not looking bad yourself.
Thank you so much. So there is a reason why people stay this way for long. There is a reason why this person is staying long. Sometimes genetics, like myself, I'm so lucky. Genetics has contributed to me looking this way for like almost 10 years. But if you are conscious about what you are putting in your system, obviously you won't go wrong with it.
Awesome. Now let's look at the energy boosters, the foods that we can take to boost our energy levels. I say we are home, there's so much to do, so much responsibility with the kids and all that, working from home at the same time. So, I mean, you tend to get fatigued on and off. So what are some of the foods that will serve as energy boosters? I think we're going to have some come up on the screen
so
in a
vitamin
bit.
A-rich foods, they are good for energy. It helps with regulation, maintaining immune system. Everything that has to do with your immunity will set you on a good path. So vitamin E-rich foods, they are good. There are examples there. The leguminous families, you can't get it from. They are here. And then we have the leafy green vegetables. And I love this. This talks about the 4-star diet. And so we have fruits. It's loaded in fiber. It is low as far as sugar is concerned, and it has a low glycemic index. We have whole grains. It is whole. It provides high amount of fiber. So as far as glycemic index is concerned, it has to do with how quick sugar is being pumped into your system by what you are consuming or eating. So whole meals, they are low as far as glycemic index is concerned, as compared to the refined ones, which has fiber and some nutrients stripped off or taken away. Nuts and seed, obviously. I've spoken about legumes. I've spoken about fruits and vegetables. Legumes, fruits, vegetables, tryptophan, nuts and seeds. So it's like almost 2/3 of everything we've projected here will help you as far as tryptophan is concerned. And tryptophan is responsible for serotonin, which is for putting you in a good mood. So once you are in a good mood, your energy levels are also in check. And why are we doing whole meal fruits? We realize that these ones are fresh and healthy alternatives because they don't spike your sugar levels. When you have foods which are lower in glycemic index, it means that it wouldn't cause a sugar spike as compared to, let's say, refined foods, refined syrups, or let's say drinks which has syrup in there. So that is what these foods will do. It will make sure you have the right amount of glucose in your system, and there is no unnecessary spike.
Right. Now let's touch on that one that I know will excite my uncle watching from home. the aphrodisiacs. I mean, within these times, there's so much to do. What you might be home with your partner, of course, but then the brain will be preoccupied because you have the kids to attend to, you have the office calling you to put in some work from home. Then, of course, you are thinking of the monthly budgets, the bills to pay and all that. So perhaps your mind might travel a little bit away from that side of life as well. So let's look at foods that can help spice that up, the aphrodisiacs.
Okay, so we are not talking about Viagra. They are foods. They are
the natural aphrodisiacs.
The natural aphrodisiacs or the natural Viagra. So there was a research that said natural Viagra because men would want to they want to be in charge. So yes, there are foods that do amazing to a man. As far as sexual pleasure, aphrodisiac is basically influencing on the sexual drive, the sexual pleasure and the satisfaction a man derives in the act of sex. So I love ginger, I love watermelon because ginger contains magnesium. And magnesium is very powerful as far as circulation, blood circulation is concerned. And these two combinations, I'm like, if I should marry, you'll be having watermelon with ginger dip in there. What this does is that it helps retain hardness as far as erection in men is concerned. So you stay hard. Yes, it's early morning, so we'll go low. And then it also contains potassium. These two combinations, there is potassium. Potassium helps with circulation. And we know that sexual intercourse has to do, yes, I know through book, you know through my experience, that sexual intercourse has a greater thing to do as far as blood circulation is concerned, because the erection and the hardness is as a result of blood flow. Yes, and so it helps you to stay hard. It helps you to also stay on the edge as far as drive is concerned. And then it boosts, what do you call it, sperm count. Yes, and then it helps with erectile dysfunction in men. So if you have potassium, if you have magnesium. There is vitamin C, which is also good for boosting immune health. There is iron in there. There is vitamin E also in there. So once circulation is affected on in a positive sense, and you can have just a glass, let's say 6 to 8 ounces of watermelon, pure watermelon juice, and then you can dip, let's say, half teaspoon of ginger in there, and it will work excellently for you as compared to the other artificial aphrodisiac. So if you are taking coconut water, if you are taking ginger, if you can make them into smoothies or juices like I spoke about, this two combination. But please don't abuse it. Sometimes it's very difficult for me when I have to talk about these things, because once they realize that it is so good, everybody wants to jump on it, and the next thing is people are seriously abusing it. So coconut water, tiger nut, they are all rich in magnesium. Magnesium for proper circulation. It helps you to distress or calm you down. Dark chocolates, strawberry. There's a reason why, a friend was telling me, there's a reason why when you go out, there are certain foods we serve. Pepper is also a natural aphrodisiac. So there's a reason why certain foods are served. And then go for lean part as far as protein is concerned. The lean meat. An example of a lean part of chicken has to do with the breast. It has no fat there. And then when you are buying meat, go for the lean part. So the lean part, you realize that it comes with no fat, almost, it could be zero or almost zero fat. So I hope that I've spiced your morning up for the men as far as the aphrodisiac is concerned. So you can work with these few examples I have spoken about. Yes, tried, researched, tried and tested. Yes, but basically you sticking to a healthy diet and you making sure you are eating well, as far as everything we've spoken about, will go a long way to influence you in a positive sense.
Awesome. But what part does working out or exercises play in all this? Okay,
so nutrition and exercise is a great component. Whatever will help you as far as your general well-being, your circulation is concerned, will help. I've spoken on this segment, I think some weeks ago, saying that at least don't go beyond, let's say, 40, but at least, let's say, 35, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, between 35 to 45 minutes daily workout will go a long way to help you. And yes, this is recommended for people who are not too active. I come to work, I sit in my car, AC car, move to the office. I am basically immobile as far as making good use of my body is concerned. Obviously, you will need to do it. But if you are somebody who has to walk due to how your schedules are or your work is, amazing wouldn't need to work out. What is he doing with the workouts? Well, depending on where you are, if you are a sedentary person as far as your work plan is concerned, there is a reason for you to be conscious about incorporating exercise into your daily routines. Also, now, finally, how dangerous is it combining some of these foods? I'm asking because some may contain 1 or 2 vitamins or amino acids that may not work together. So how dangerous is it combining foods you are not sure of? Okay, so I always say that it is better to try foods or fruits, especially in solos. Okay. So that you can check out, like we have spoken, as far as this conversation is concerned, we are focusing on children as well. They are young ones, and this is a time, especially for people, for the children who have just moved from, let's say, exclusive breastfeeding and are moving on to complementary feeds or the family foods. It's a time for you to really study and know if this works for my baby or this does not work for my baby. I am not comfortable with pineapple. I may try to take it, but if I have orange and watermelon, I will go for them. But I know that vitamin C heavily sits in let's say, pineapple, but I will go for orange, which also has vitamin C in there. So you'd have to know your body type. For that one, I can't sit here and say that, okay, this fruit is not good, this is not good. I gave watermelon and ginger, and it is a powerful combination to go with. So don't be too aggressive. Don't try it because I heard that, oh, tiger nut is good, this is good, so I want watermelon, I want ginger, I want tiger nut. You don't need a single nutrient, like I said, and just taking this, if you want to influence on your sex drive, ginger and watermelon, that is so simple. It will help you as far as your drive is concerned. And let me finally say this, be conscious about what you give to children, what we put in their lunch boxes. They are not going to school. Yes, if you are giving children, including us as adults, if you are loading our meals with sugars or added sugar, it will influence us in a bad way as far as our mood is concerned, because most of these contain artificial coloring, especially the E150D. They mostly will write it. We don't read labels. So it's about time we paid attention to labels and know what we are feeding ourselves and our children with. Awesome. State-registered nutritionist, Akosua Konadu. Yeah, amazing stuff there. That my uncle I mentioned of, I'm sure he has a number of questions for you. Right? He has been abusing that thing they call me Chigoro so much. So I'm sure you'd have a number of questions for you. So where can he find you? Okay, so on Instagram at the nutritionist Akosua, and then on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, nutritionist Akosua. You can reach me also on 0243 350206. All right, thank you very much, guys. Interesting conversation there on the nutrition segment. Now you know what to take, when to take, how to take it.
Hi there. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends.
This is Breakfast Daily on City TV.
Join the Breakfast Daily team Monday through Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 10. Join us for breakfast daily, only on City TV.